In a popular adage, there is no such thing as free lunch. But do you know this thing that this has been proved wrong by India and Indonesia? Yes, we are talking about midday meal scheme of India and Indonesia. Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Indonesia midday meal scheme, and this session is important for your GS 3 perspective and also 2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So here we'll discuss about the news, then we are going to discuss about Indonesia ambitious free meal program, then how did they got inspiration from India, then we are going to discuss about the challenges ahead of the Indonesia free meal scheme, and then we are going to discuss that up to what extent we can predict that it can become successful, and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this DIS channel. Moving towards to the news part. So before moving to the news part, our Drishti IAS Noida address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 and nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. This is our calling number 87501 87501, and this is for the ISGS Foundation Prelims Plus Mains of offline batch is there, so English medium. Now we'll come to the news part. The news is that recently Indonesia has adopted first midday meal scheme, and this will inspire and this will benefit around 90 million children of Indonesia. So this is a very ambitious project which has been adopted by Indonesia. And why we are discussing Indonesia's midday meal scheme? Because Indonesia got inspiration from India's midday meal scheme. So that's why we are here to discuss that how they got inspiration from India's midday meal scheme, and this will benefit around 90 million children, and this project is very ambitious and it will the expenditure is around $28 million project. So this is about the news. Now we'll discuss about that what is Indonesia's ambitious free meal program. So President Prabowo Subianto's administration officially adopted this scheme on 6th of January, and what we have seen that this is not just first free midday meal scheme of Indonesia, this is the free nutritious meal scheme. It means that they do not just aim to provide meal to the children, their aim is to also provide nutritious meal to the children and pregnant women. So this is about the Indonesia ambitious free meal scheme program. And the cost, so they had recently issued a budget, and the total budget in the US dollar is 237 billion, and for this thing only they had dedicated 4.4 billion for the midday meal scheme. And this initiative will benefit, I had already told you that around 90 million children will be benefited from this particular scheme, and initial funding has been provided rupees in their currency 15,000 rupiah. So this is their official plan that they are going to provide midday meal scheme to the children, and that will be of the 5 days in a week. It means that in the working days of a school they are going to provide midday meal scheme, and they had also added nutritious midday meal scheme. So this is their ambitious midday meal scheme. Now we'll discuss about the other thing related to this. So other thing is that how did India inspire Indonesia's midday meal scheme? So in India, midday meal scheme is nothing new. It has been started since 1995, and we can see that throughout the time there were addition into this thing. So in India, what we can see that it is a centrally sponsored scheme, and currently it has been also renamed as a Poshan scheme. So it provides so children who are belonging to the 1 to 8 class, so they will be given free midday. And recently in the Poshan scheme, Bal Vatikas, so in common language we call at prep, so they are also given the free midday meal. So this is about the India's midday meal scheme, and it is given to the children. And what is the aim of midday meal scheme in India? So what was the primary aim which has become inspiration from Indonesia? So what we have seen that in India many children were not attending to the school because of the hunger, because of the poverty, because of the lack of awareness. and also there were nutrition deficient, and also so many children are stunted, wasted. they were weightless according to their age, their weight is very low, their height is low according to their age, malnutrition problem is there in India. So because of all these problems, Indian government had thought that why we should not plan a midday meal scheme to the children, and that's why we can see that more children came to the school, and that has become inspiration because the parents were not in a worry that what children will eat into the school, and children were also happy because they got their nutritious food, and we can see that enrollment in the schools increased, and more malnourished cases have been reduced, and then we can see that child wasting, child stunting has been reduced because of the midday meal scheme. So this is not just a scheme which can provide meal to the children, it is also a scheme which can provide the better health to the children. It will give inspiration to the children to come to this school, so better enrollment results are also there. So through one scheme we can benefit onto various platforms. So that's why Indonesia has also got inspiration from India's midday meal scheme. And centrally sponsored means that 60% cost is borne by the what you can say central government, and 40% will be bear by the state government. So this is the current model of the India's midday meal scheme. So in April 2024, what we have seen that Indonesian delegation visited to the India, and they had studied thoroughly about India's midday meal scheme, that how it has benefited to the children, especially to the primary and upper primary level, and also they had explored the logistical, nutritional and operational aspect of the program. They had also got inspiration from the Akshay Patra Kitchen in Bangalore, which is the largest non-profit partner in India's midday meal scheme. So because of these things, they had got this inspiration, and through extensive research and after having this cost benefit analysis and result, they had decided that they will also take inspiration from India and will introduce the midday meal scheme to their country. So this is about that. India became inspiration for them. Then what challenges, because any programs is launched, there are challenges into that program. So what challenges Indonesia will face? So we are expecting, because it had just recently launched, so we do not know that this will occur a problem or not, but we are just expecting that might be all these problems will occur ahead of the Indonesia. So there is a proposal of that in midday meal scheme they will provide fish milk. So here they will provide fish milk which is locally grown, but there is issue into the fish milk because of a strong taste and also texture. So might be children will not be comfortable in consuming fish milk, and also various doctors had suggested that it lacks scientific research that whether fish milk is nutritious for children or not. So that's why it can create a problem. Then fiscal challenge also, because the government has announced that they will amount and they will dedicate this much of amount to the midday meal scheme to our children, but we have to also ensure that budget and money should be there to what you can say fulfill all those children's need. Then dairy shortage and limited domestic milk production. So this is also one of the thing in the Indonesia, that around 22.7% of demand and reliance on import could complicate cost management, and also criticism over the fiscal management. And many experts had also said that if we have introduced such kind of the scheme, we have to ensure that it becomes sustainable. It does not mean that if we introduce such schemes and after 2 and 3 years it will lapse. So we have to make it sustainable. And also Indonesia had take inspiration from digital public infrastructure of India and JAM, which is Jan Aadhaar management and Jan Aadhaar things like that, so that it has connected to the bank account. People have become more digitally aware, and they had also hired influencers to make aware about such kind of the program. So in this way, this program sounds very interesting and very good, but we have to make ensure that we have to see the challenges and we have to face all those challenges successfully. Now it comes to the question that whether this particular program of Indonesia will become successful or not. Since it has been recently launched, so we cannot tell exactly that it will become successful or not, because we had already discussed that what can be challenges faced by the Indonesia. So there can be a sustainability challenge, there can be a fiscal challenge, also there can be challenge related to the imports, because there will be more dependency on the dairy products and Indonesia has to import. So we have to also see that things, we have to also see the logistic aspects, we have to also focus that the locally grown foods and vegetables should supply to the children. So these are the things, and we cannot ensure that whether it will become successful or not. But if they will follow the footsteps of India, and if they will follow the digital public infrastructure scheme, JAM and Poshan scheme, and if they will also analyze their fiscal condition, their own country's problem, then there are chances that they can become successful, and it will provide to the need of the Indonesian children, lactating mother, pregnant women, and whatever the needy population they have. So we do not assure that whether it will become successful or not, but if they will follow all these things, then there are high chances that they will become successful. Now we'll come to the question aspect. The question is, consider the following statement regarding the PM Poshan scheme. The scheme includes pre-primary students in government and government aided schools along with the elementary students. Social audit of the scheme is mandatory in all districts. Which of the statement given above is are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. So this is very easy one, you can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.